Today is January 1st, 2019, a day that most of the population woke up in an intense pain, a hangover. Last night I'm sure there was overdoses and alcohol poisoning, and unfortunately, and a lot of people that made some pretty bad decisions. And for me, this was actually my very first New Year's Eve, New Year's Day that I went through sober in about 18 years, which is just kind of mind blowing to think about it. But today has been one of the most effective and productive New Year's days that I've ever had. So last night, I didn't even stay up to watch the ball drop or the countdown or anything like that. That in alone was a first, because every year I usually stay up to see the countdown and go watch the fireworks. But I've been just so dialed in lately with my training and my goals, my mindset, that I wanted to get a running start on this year. And to me, it just wasn't worth it staying up till midnight just to watch the ball drop on the TV. Or going out to see fire. I wanted to get some extra rest so I could wake up, crush a workout, and just hammer the day, sprinting into the New Year's with a good head start. Well, didn't work out exactly as planned. Yes, of course I did stay sober, but last night I decided to go to bed around 10 o'clock. So me and my dog, we curled up into my bed and watched. I bought a new book, so I was reading that, and about 10:30, turned the lights off. And but then there were so many fireworks going off on my street and everything that it was just like a war was going off. And I started to fall asleep, but then at midnight, it just was like World War III on my street. It was just mayhem, and so my dog was going crazy, and I was like, I couldn't sleep, and I even put earplugs in to try to block it out. But finally, I couldn't fall asleep till about 2 o'clock in the morning. But I had, I was kind of irritated in that. But I had committed to getting up today at 6 a.m. because one of my personal New Year's resolutions is to get up at least 6 a.m. every single day, no days off for this entire year, to continue to stay sober, no weed, alcohol, or anything like that. And amongst some other goals, I want to complete an Olympic triathlon. I want to compete in my first ever jiu-jitsu tournament. And some other goals as well. But so anyways, when my alarm clock went off at 6 a.m. today, I was like, dying. It wasn't easy because I was running on just a couple hours of poor quality sleep from the the fireworks and everything. And every part of my brain was trying to convince me to go back to sleep. To hit the, my brain was saying, oh, come on, you got to go back to sleep. You didn't get enough sleep, you're going to get sick. Just go back to sleep for an hour. Come on, it's holiday, it's the New Year's Day. Just go back to sleep for a little bit. Come on. But, and it was so tough. I almost did, but I was able to trick my brain by telling myself that I would take a nap this afternoon. I'm definitely going to take a nap, which I never take naps. And, naps just don't work for me. I just, once I'm up and going, I don't do naps. And so, but I was able to lie to myself, trick my brain into believing that I would take a nap. Got up, put on my running shoes, went for a run, and then went into my backyard, did about 45 minutes of strength training. It was out in the dark. And then did some meditation and some yoga and some Wim Hof breathing exercises. And then climbed on my roof and watched the sunset. And I felt amazing. And then from that, for the rest of the day, I just crushed the day. I just smashed through my to-do list. Boom, 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 boom. And I've been going all day long. And I feel amazing. Genuinely, I feel like a 10 out of a 10. If I had to measure it on a 10 out of 10. And I feel truly incredible. And it was interesting because this morning, one of my friends, about 8 o'clock something this morning, called me up, asked me if I wanted to go out on the boat with him today. He's like, hey, you know what? We're going on the boat in about 30 minutes. Let me come pick you up and everything like that. And I knew that wasn't a good decision. because, you know, he's the type of person, him and his brothers and everything, they drink like there's no tomorrow. They smoke weed. They just get all messed up. And I knew that wasn't good to put myself in that environment. I had plans to crush it and have a productive day. And so, you know, I just said, hey, no, I can't. I got other, you know, I need to, you know, I got a lot of stuff I got to get done today. I appreciate the offer. And, oh, come on, man. You know, but I just stayed, you know, stayed to what I was committed to and told him no, I couldn't. And I think, you know, that's an important thing to think about is that, you know, you're going to get a lot of outside influence, and you're going to get a lot of peer pressure, kind of like, you know, Pinocchio. Remember in the story Pinocchio? He wanted to go to school and be a good boy, but all of a sudden, you know, the bad kids tried to, you know, and influenced him to skip school and to do bad things, and the next thing you know, that was when it started to snowball into the difficulties that he went through in the story. And so, in life, that's going to happen. You know, you're going to have a goal. You're going to be laser focused on a goal. And all of a sudden, you know, you're going to get, you know, these friends, just like on Pinocchio. You're going to get these things that are going to pop up, and they're all trying to steal your attention, to steal your focus away from the goal. But you have to stay laser focused and committed to it. Just like I was committed to, you know, to getting done. And I'm so glad that I did, that I stayed committed because, like I said, I just seized the day today. I mean, I feel awesome. I got so much done. And it's the first, you know, it's, you know, to get such a good running start in the year. I've never had a January 1st like this before. You know, typically I would get, you know, blasted out of my mind, high and drunk, and be up into the wee hours of the night, probably about the time that I woke up today. And then, you know, it would take me typically days to be able to start feeling better again. You know, it's so funny when we think about New Year's, what a interesting time of the year it is. You know, it's a time of year that, you know, people really lie to themselves. You know, they go out and, oh yeah, you know, this year is gonna be new year, new me. You know, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna, you know, get the body I deserve, and I'm gonna do this and that. And, you know, January 1st is going to be a new me, and then what they do to go out to ensure that they're going to take steps in the right direction and in the right attitude and everything is they go out and they get wasted. They celebrate by drinking, staying up late, partying, and then the next morning, they're like, and a lot of times what ends up happening is that very first day, they end up going out, and I know this because I live in a downtown area where there's bars and restaurants all around me. When I was out and about today, you know, the restaurant across the street from me was packed, open bar, people were drinking with their breakfasts, mimosas, Bloody Marys, and so a lot of people, what they do is they, you know what, I'm just going to wait till tomorrow, and they have this first day to drink and to eat like a pig, and guess what? You just threw that New Year's resolution out the window. And that's why 90 to 95% of the people that set New Year's resolutions don't follow them through. And in fact, the majority of them fail in their resolutions and what they commit to within the first couple of days of the year. The first week of the year. That's why gym memberships, gyms, they're built upon the premise knowing that about 90% of the people that get memberships at the gym won't even come more than once a year. They couldn't even handle the capacity if everybody came to the gym. So they know, you know what, we don't even need to build a massive gym to hold all the people because the majority of the people won't even come. So guys, just a quick message, you know what, if you did slip up today or you slipped up yesterday and you got drunk or you got drunk today, it's okay. You know what? Just start over tomorrow. Tomorrow is a new day. You don't have to wait till next year, next week. That's another thing I don't like about New Year's resolutions is that people gotta wait just to today to start. You know, where they should be training and building up that momentum so that by today they already got a running head start. And I had started on a lot of my resolutions and goals, you know, weeks ago, last month, and so. You know, even if you messed up, it's okay. Dust yourself off. Just start again tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day. And, you know, hey, time is all relative anyways. The calendar, all that stuff, it's all just relative. So, guys, with that being said, I wish you a happy New Year's. Hope you make that this your best year. And think about this. I don't know if you can see what the shirt says, but it says a year from now, you'll wish you had started today. So if I'm gonna be going through this year thriving, living sober, having an amazing time, And I know a lot of people wish they could or wouldn't, but or maybe they'll just, you know, I don't know if I can do it. But a year from now, you'll wish you had started today, or 5 years or 10 years, when you do finally decide to get sober, you'll wish you had just started today. So don't put it off. Let's start, baby. Let's do this. And until next time, have a great day, a great week, a great month, a great year. Let's make it a great life. See ya. Happy New Year's.